Alright guys, today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to put steamed vegetables, we're going to do red potatoes, we're going to put corn, peas, and zucchini. We're going to mix them all together. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this with olive oil, butter, salt, and pepper. I'm going to wrap it up in aluminum foil and I'm going to put it on the grill until they're ready. So, and the other part is going to be chicken. I'm going to slice them into strips. We'll put them in the bag. We're going to marinate them with lemon and lime, salt and pepper. We're going to marinate for about an hour, and then we're going to cook that as well on the grill. So that's something a little different. First thing we're going to use, we're going to cut the chicken in strips, but as you see, I'm using a plastic cutting board. Never use a wooden cutting board for chicken. I said this before. Or the juices of the chicken goes in. You can't clean that. Once it's in there, the board is contaminated. Can't use it anymore. So it's no good. Never use chicken on the wooden cutting board, okay? The next thing is you wash your hands first before you touch any there's a chicken, meat, or whatever it is. Always wash your hands first before you touch any food, okay? And once I finish cutting this and putting it in the bag, all right, and marinate, putting it in the bag to marinate, put it in the refrigerator, you wash your hands again because you can't touch the vegetables with raw chicken. Slice and slice into strips. Okay, we're just gonna throw these strips right in here. Now that I cut the chicken, and of course I cleaned my knife. I washed it. I'm going to put the chicken in here. I'm gonna divide them. It's 2 places. All right. And there's another bag. Now I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to cut actually. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the lemon in half. The lime. And I'm going to take it, put a strain in right where the bag is, and I'm going to squeeze this lemon in there. You don't want the seeds to go in it, so you're going to squeeze as much as you can into it. Remember, I washed my hands already before I'm doing this. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing with the lime. Okay. Gonna put a little pepper inside the bag. Yeah, we're gonna shake it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Put it on top. And some salt. I'm gonna close the bag. And mix it all up. And now we're going to do the same thing to the other one. Now after I've used these, I gotta wash this now because I want to make sure that no chicken has touched this. So I have to make sure that's cleaned. Close it up, shake it up, and now I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for about half an hour to an hour. Wash the plastic board, wash the knife, wash my hands, make sure everything is not contaminated from the chicken. Now I washed even the red potatoes, and I'm gonna cut them up and get them ready. We're going to put all of them onto aluminum foil. Okay? And the cucumbers. I like to cut them up in small pieces. So, all right. Okay, now we're going to cut the zucchini. All right. So we're going to cut it in half. Another half. Okay. Now the thing is, you can cut these in half only because if you make them too thin, when it's steaming, the whole thing is just going to turn to mush. So you don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to cut them in half again. See what you have. You're going to have another half, and this is how we're going to put it in there because this is going to turn to almost nothing. So if it's too little, too thin, you're not even going to taste the zucchini. You're going to taste it. So what we're going to do, we're doing two of them. Okay, cut the ends off. Right. Cut them in half, like I said. Okay. Cut them in half. If you want to cut them a little smaller than that, you could. I could just make them smaller, but try to keep them a little thick so they don't disappear. Okay, there you go. I'll cut them all in half. All right. And that's it now. And that's it really for that. Okay, now we're going to cut the zucchini. All right. So we're going to cut it in half. Another half. Okay, now the thing is, you can cut these in half only because if you make them too thin, when it's steaming, the whole thing is just going to turn to mush. So you don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to cut them in half again. See what you have. You're going to have another half, and this is how we're going to put it in there because this is going to turn to almost nothing. So if it's too little, too thin, you're not even going to taste the zucchini. You're going to taste it. So what we're going to do, we're doing two of them. Okay, cut the ends off. Right. Cut them in half, like I said. Okay. Cut them in half. If you want to cut them a little smaller than that, you could. I could just make them smaller, but try to keep them a little thick so they don't disappear. Okay, there you go. I'll cut them all in half. All right. Now that I don't know that, it's going to be the fun part. We're going to take the aluminum foil. Right, I'm going to move the board up forward for me. Right, you got 3 pieces of aluminum foil here. You got one here. You're going to leave about a third of that aluminum foil there. And then you're going to put this other one about a third. And that's it. So we're going to do so no juices come out. So we're going to take all the potatoes, throw them right in here. Okay? You got to excuse me, I'm bending. I'm pulling to you guys. Okay, we're going to take the potatoes, the zucchini, we'll put them all together. Now, okay, right into here. And then we're going to take peas and carrots, and we're going to throw it on top of that. All right? That's what we're going to do here. Look at this. Look how much of it. Now, make sure it's there. Now we're going to take up pieces and we're going to throw it all around. Right? Almost a whole stick. Take a piece and put it right here. Take them, throw it on top. Now that I got the butter on there, we're going to put olive oil. Make sure you have plenty of it on there, okay? Just put olive oil around. Salt. Make sure you put plenty. Else you have to put it after. I don't like to put a lot of salt because some people just don't like a lot of salt. Pepper. Now we're going to close it up. As you see, close it up. You got to put it really good. This is going to go. You see that? This is going to go right onto the grill. I'm going to put the all the vegetables right here. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to close it up. We're going to wait for about half an hour. We'll come out and we're going to put the chicken on. Okay? And by the time the chicken's done, this should be done as well. The vegetables are almost done. I'm putting the chicken in. So by the time the chicken's ready, the vegetables will be ready. Nice strips. And as you know, they all marinated. I'm not touching the chicken at all my hands anymore. They're cooking nicely, the chicken. I'm gonna let them cook, take their time. I'm gonna flip them over, and by the time that's done, the vegetables will be done. The vegetables, I'm going to take them out on the tray, put these on the bowl, and then I'll meet you back inside. Now that we're back inside, what we're going to do is I'm going to put some, now it's here, the chicken, I'm going to put some more lemon. Okay, all around. Make sure you got plenty of lemon on there. We're going to put some more pepper. And some salt. And we'll mix it around. And put a little bit of pepper in this one. Some salt. Let's mix it. Right now, we're going to put some on the plate just so you can see how it looks. Look at this. Look how soft. Look at these vegetables here. How beautiful this is. This is healthy. Okay. Put a couple of strips of chicken on there. And you got yourself a meal.